Peace, love, and prosperity, everybody. It's Renee, and I want to welcome you back to my channel, The Hermit's Moon. This is going to be a daily tarot reading. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to, I'm used to using my positive affirmation reading where we're kind of focusing on the law of attraction and putting positive energy. I'm still going to keep that because I totally believe in it, and I totally think everybody ought to be really consciously using it. But I'm also going to mix it up more with just more a regular tarot reading where we look at the energies that are around us, the things that could possibly go on today, and help us make better choices so that we can stay in control, especially in this crazy time right now with this whole coronavirus scare going on. I'm going to use 4 different oracle decks. I've already cleared the space and said a blessing over the cards, so let's just give them all a good shuffle and let's get started. I hope that you guys are healthy. I hope that you are ready to go out into the world, put some positive energy out there, because God knows we need it right now. And just be a light where it's needed. Okay, let's just start pulling some cards, seeing what energies are going to be available to us. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to take that one because it jumped, and I really feel like that one was a jumper. Okay. Beautiful. And I'm bringing back my Power Thoughts deck. You guys know I love this deck, and a couple weeks ago, I was going through something where I needed to have positive reminders to me throughout the day. So I kind of retired this deck so that I could use some of the cards to put in my own space and just be there so that I could have those reminders that I needed. But I'm ready to bring it back now. I'm feeling in a little bit better place. So, okay, let's look at our energy oracle card and see what is available to us today. The Garden and the Gate. Now, guys, this is telling us to think outside the box, and it totally makes sense in this time frame that we're in now with all the change and all the newness and the fear and the worry. This is telling you, don't be afraid to go against the grain, do something different. And we're going to have to, because we're entering new waters here. We are looking at a whole different world, and the worries and the fears that are out there now are certainly different than they were 4 months ago. Even 4 weeks ago. Who would have ever thought that we would be closing down communities, restaurants, bars, schools for extended periods of time? So this is telling us, don't be afraid to think outside of the box to get your footing and feel more secure in this world. It's going to open the gate. It's going to open the doorways for you to really figure out how you're going to get through this mess. And we're going to get through it, guys. Every day, I saw in the news today that the first person got the vaccine for this COVID-19. So that's promising information right there. That's a step in the right direction. We're going to figure this out, but we're going to have to go about it differently than what we've been used to. Okay, what spirit animal is sending energy into our life? Black Panther. This is awesome. Passion. Follow your passion. Guys, don't let all the fear and all the scary things going on in the world block you from your joy, block you from your dreams, and block you from your passions. You still want to go after them. There's still so much goodness and so many good things happening. We're going to get through this. We don't want to put our dreams on the back burner and halt the progress that we've made. We have to keep that passion alive. Beautiful. I like that. And here we have flow. Okay. Riches flow into my life in many ways and from many directions. This is a great reminder because the world is changing. At least for the foreseeable future, we're going to do things differently. We're going to experience life in a new way. So riches flow into my life from many ways and from many directions. Don't be afraid to accept that abundance and to go after abundance, money, opportunities. you're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to be really thinking outside the box and looking at life differently. So don't be afraid to walk out that gate and to go to get the things that you want in life. It's all about change. And we have to be willing to flow and be flexible to experience that change and to grasp opportunities. I prosper wherever I turn. This is a great affirmation for us because we want to hang on to that energy of prosperity and growth. And we don't want it to get stifled amidst all of the closures that are happening. We still need to remember that we are co-creators with the universe, and there's still prosperity to be had out there. Even though the stock market is crashing, you got to look at the bright side, guys. That's when opportunities arise. That's when you need to be looking at, what can I do differently here to make the most of this opportunity? So instead of coming at it from a lack mindset, think of it as, hey, this might be a golden opportunity for me. I now see opportunities for abundance everywhere. I am blessed and prospered. Okay, let's repeat that because it's so worth repeating. I now see opportunities for abundance everywhere. I am blessed and prospered. We have to look for those opportunities outside the gate. Think outside the box. Pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to your ideas, because abundance is going to start coming from in different packages. It's going to look different, guys. Life is going to look different for at least for the next few weeks, possibly the next few months. But instead of looking at it from fear, look at this as maybe it's going to be a great opportunity for growth for you. Okay, let's pull some tarot cards and let's get some clarity on these energies. I'm using my Morgan Greer deck. Whoops, okay, there's some. All right, let's take it like this. We have the Three of Swords. And we have King of Rods. We have the Empress, beautiful. And we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Hanged Man. I love that under the flow card. That makes total sense, and I'll explain it here in a minute. We have the Five of Rods. We have Four of Cups. And we have the Emperor. Okay, guys, we've got the Empress and the Emperor showing up. That's the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Spirit is with us. The universe is with us. We are not alone in this, guys. We are not alone. Okay, let's look at our Three of Swords. This is about fear. It's about grief. And it's about loss. And I absolutely understand that our communities are going to be hit. I live in a beach town, and when you start talking about closing restaurants and bars and businesses, especially at the beginning of our busy season, it's spring break here in the United States. This is when people are usually flocking to my town. And they may not have anything to do. I saw in Puerto Rico on the news today, they're closing beaches. When you start talking about that, when you live in a tourist community, you are really going to take a hard hit. So this is about us acknowledging that there could be some loss, at least temporarily. But we also have to remember that we've got to bounce back. We've got to think outside the box to navigate through this loss and figure out a new way. And we have that ability. We can do it. That's where this wonderful King of Rods energy comes in. This is my Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, particularly Leo for me when I read these cards. And Leo is the most enterprising, entrepreneurial, take charge leader. I love this energy when it comes to thinking outside the box because that's exactly what Leo is good at doing. They're great at coming up with new ways to take charge and make life work for them. So we need to harness that Leo energy right now and be open to new ways of doing things, open to new ideas. And then under passion, we have our beautiful Empress. This is the card of abundance and fertility. And we need to remember that if you are trying to manifest and you've been, maybe you're trying to manifest your new career, more money in your life, and you feel like you've taken a hit. Trust in the universe right now that you are going to be provided for. This is also a card that reminds us to really take care of ourselves. The Empress, and when I read, she can be relating to health matters. Make your health your number one passion right now, y'all. We are in a new phase. We are looking at life differently, and our health is of the utmost importance right now. I know I'm hearing and that every one of us is going to be touched by this virus eventually. Make sure you're eating good, you're taking good care of yourself. Don't take unnecessary risks. Stay home more. Don't put yourself out there in an environment where you're going to be exposed to this before we really have a handle on how bad it's going to get. This is the Empress telling you, take care of your health. Be passionate about it. And then we have our Ten of Swords. Now, guys, remember, this is the rock bottom card for me when I do my readings. And the good thing about it is there's nowhere to go but up. Yes, we're all going to take a hit. Schools are closing. Businesses are closing temporarily. But we have to do this. We have to hit the reset button in order to get a handle on what's going on. I'm not happy about it either. I worry so much about people in the service industry right now. I was an entrepreneur in that industry for many years. And when the stock market crashes and we go into recession mode, I know all too well how that can totally impact your household and the changes that can make. But remember, we are going to be thinking outside the box, and we are going to be looking at life in a new way, and we're going to seize the opportunities that are going to come out of this, and we're going to make a more abundant life for ourselves. Okay, we're talking about flow, and how wonderful is it that Spirit had this card come out under the flow card. The Hanged Man is all about surrendering to the flow. There's nothing that we can do about our restaurants closing, the bars closing, schools closing. We are really at the mercy of whatever the government is telling us we have to do to get through this. Just go with it for now, right now, guys. That's all we can do. We need to be taking care of ourselves with this beautiful Empress card. And part of that is just being still. Don't go to the gym. That's the worst thing you can do right now. Go for a walk out in nature. Get some fresh air. Refresh your mind when you're on that walk. But be willing to go with the flow of what's going to happen in the next few days, because we really aren't real sure what that's going to bring. But be flexible and be willing to work with it. Don't fight it. This is the card of chaos and challenge. And the best way that we're going to get through this energy is to work with this Hanged Man. Not fight. Don't keep going out to restaurants. Don't keep going and doing life the way that we are normally used to. Because now it's time to surrender that, and it's time to do something new. It's time to look at this from a new point of view and navigate it in a new direction. Just surrender, be still, and go with the flow. Trust that riches are going to flow into your life in many ways and from many directions. And we have to be open and ready to receive those. It's a different way of doing things. It's a different way of navigating our daily life. Okay, we said we prosper wherever we turn. And here we have the Four of Cups. And remember, we're looking at life in a new way. We're used to doing things a certain way. The universe is handing us a new opportunity here. Remember, I talked about the stock market and how I think yesterday it was down 3,000 points. Look at the bright side with this, guys. This is temporary. We have to dig in and just ride the storm out because new opportunities are going to come our way. Maybe this is going to open up a new job market for you. Maybe this is the universe saying, I know that you are used to this way, but be open and ready to receive the abundance I have coming to you from a different direction. A different direction. We're talking about doing things differently now, at least for the foreseeable future. And here we have the Emperor. This is the card of structure and leadership. And right now, we're lacking structure in our communities. We don't know how to get through this right now. Every day, we're getting new information and we're figuring out a new route to take to get through this. You got to be open and be ready to flow with it. Okay? But the good thing about the Emperor, that we will get back into that leadership role. We will be able to get back into our jobs, get back into the abundant lifestyle that we are seeking, because this is the card of success also. So this is a good sign that we're ending the reading on this note, because this is telling us be open to restructuring and doing things a little bit differently. And I promise you, we're going to have success through this. We're going to get through it. Guys, I hope that this reading helps you in your day-to-day. I hope you can focus on the positive things that are out here and help you keep that positive mind frame so that you can go out into the world, spread love, spread light, be love, be the light. And just be open to new opportunities that are going to come our way. I know it's scary, but listen, we can get through this together. If you have not already subscribed to my channel and this reading resonates with you, I hope you'll go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then select the notification for all, because we're going to do more readings like this. And I would love to have you join me on my Patreon. It's the Hermit's Moon, and I'll put a link for it in the description of this video. But I love you all. I'm sending love, light, prosperity, and an abundance of good health and good energy your way. Namaste.